Hello everyone, my name is Vidish Kumar Kasanagottu from CSC Cybersecurity B section. Today, in the subject of chemistry, I am going to talk about the prerequisites of drinking water. The diagram represents the water requirement in our daily life. Water is used in cleaning, bathing, cooking, and for other domestic purposes. It is the hierarchy of water requirements. This majorly contains drinking, cooking, personal washing, cleaning home, sanitation and waste disposal, agriculture and livestock, landscaping and recreation. It is about the water wastage in our daily life. One person wastes about somewhere 0 to 45 liters of water every day. Coming to the sources of water, we can get water from rain, river, glacier, water tap or pond or well, hand pump. The uses of water: drinking, taking bath, washing clothes, cooking, cleaning, construction, irrigation, hydroelectric power plants, firefighting. General hygienic requirement of drinking water include the following: good organoleptic properties, optimal natural mineral composition, toxicological safety, epidemiological safety, water radioactivity within the limits of set levels. Hygienic characteristics of water quality criteria. Organoleptic properties of water are divided into two subgroups: physical and organoleptic. Combination of organoleptic characteristics that are perceived by sense organs and are evaluated according to the strength of perception. Second one is chemical and organoleptic. Content of particular chemical substances which can irritate receptors of corresponding analyzers and cause one sense or another. Domestic and economic role of water. Coming to the domestic and economic role of water, sanitary, hygienic and domestic function of water include water usage for cooking and as a part of dietary intake, usage of water as means of keeping body, clothes, utensil, residential and public premises and industrial areas, settlements clean, thus the surroundings are kept clean by water. Watering of the green areas within settlements. Instead of keeping the surroundings dry, if we keep the surroundings clean by water, then the environment will be more safer. Sanitary, transport and disinfection functions of water. Disposal of residential and industrial waste through sewage system. Waste processing on plants. Self-purification of water reservoirs. Firefighting, atmospheric pollution clearing, rain, snow. Order is the ability of chemical substances to evaporate and producing sensible steam pressure over water surface to irritate receptors of mucous membranes of nose and paranasal sinuses and in such a way to cause corresponding sense. These are the following differentiation of orders: natural, aromatic, marshy, putrefactive, fishy, grassy, specific, pharmaceutical, and indeterminate orders. Chemical substances that come in water as a result of industrial, agricultural, and domestic purpose of water supply sources. They include heavy metals, detergents, pesticides, synthetic based polymers. Their concentration in water must be non hazardous for the health of people and their descendants when they use such water permanently for the whole life. Once the water is polluted, it cannot be returned back. Such concentrations we call maximum allowable concentrations, short form MAC. Taste and aftertaste. Taste and aftertaste is the ability of chemical substances existing in water to irritate taste buds, which are placed on the surface of tongue or tongue surface, and to cause corresponding sense. One can differentiate salty, bitter, sour, and sweet tastes. The rest are aftertastes: alkaline, marshy, metallic, aftertaste of mineral oil. Tasting of water is done by humans through tongue. The differentiation can be done in the pure drinking water. Coming to hardness of water, it plays a main important role in determining the freshness of water. Total hardness is the natural property of water that depends upon the presence of so-called salts of hardness, namely calcium and magnesium, of sulfates, chlorides, carbonates, hydrocarbonates. We differentiate general, reduced, constant, and carbonate hardness. Calcium bicarbonate, written as CaHCO3 taken twice, gives CaCO3 plus H2O plus CO2. MgHCO3 taken twice gives MgCO3 plus H2O plus CO2. Sudden change from soft water to hard water can cause dysphagia. In regions with hot climate, use of water with high hardness causes deterioration of urolithiasis clinical course. Water with hardness value more than 10 mg equivalent per liter increases endemic goiter risk. High hardness causes dermatitis initiation. The contains chlorides up to 350 mg per liter. Give to water salty smack in the big concentration. Change taste of water more than 2 points. The taste of water is measured in points. At increasing chlorides in water, it is violations of water electrolyte exchange and function of kidneys. The salt hypertension. In areas with salty water, arterial hypertension meets in 4 times more often. At concentration chlorides more than 500 mg per liter, oppression, secretion, and acidity of gastric juice. It is the indirect parameter of organic pollution. Water by household sewage. Chlorides is a lot in urine. Below table indicates the criteria of drinking water epidemic safety. Indices units of measurement. Standards. State Standard 2874 to 82. Sanitary rules and norms SSR and N. Microbiological indices. Amount of bacteria in 1 milliliter of water. Total microbial number TMN CFU per milliliter. In standard state, the maximum is 100 And in sanitary rules and norms, SSR and N maximum is 100. Amount of colibacillus group bacteria, coliform microorganisms, that is CBGB index CFU per liter at state standard, it is maximum 3. And sanitary rules and norms SSR and N maximum 3. Amount of thermostable colibacilli fecal coliforms, that is FE index CFU per 100 milliliter. The state standard is nil and sanitary rules are absent. Amount of pathogenic microorganisms CFU per liter. The state standards are nil and sanitary rules also nil. Amount of coliphages PFU per liter. The state standards are nil and sanitary rules also nil. Parasitological indices. Amount of pathogenic intestinal protozoa cells cysts in of water. State standard is nil and SSRN norms are also absent. Amount of intestinal helminths cells rose larvae in of water. State standards are nil. SSR and N norms are also absent. Now coming to the radiation criteria required for drinking water. Drinking water radiation safety criteria. Standards maximum becquerel per liter. State standard 2874 to 82. Sanitary rules and norms SSR and N. Total activity concentration in state standards in nil. Sanitary rules is 0.1. Total activity concentration from beta emitters at state standard is nil and at sanitary rules is 1.0. It is the water cycle. It explains about sources and delivery of the water into the rivers and oceans. The precipitation of lands. Evaporation from precipitation is the major component of the water cycle. The water comes from clouds and stores as water surfaces, and the water flows to the oceans through lakes and rivers. Here there are many stages of filtration and infiltration of water in the layers of soil. Groundwater plays a major role for source of water for the domestic purposes. Brown indicates soil moisture, orange indicates groundwater. Ocean covers 71% of Earth's surface, nearly 196 billion square meter. These are health benefits of drinking water, which are pure drinking water, physical performance, energy, brain function, constipation, kidney stones, weight loss, hangovers, dehydration, oxygen transport, digestion, body temperature, electrolytes, organ tissue, flushes bacteria, immune system, depression, headaches, productivity, muscle growth, joints. These can be regulated by drinking pure water, which follows the rules and norms of prerequisites of drinking water. The figure indicates water percentage in essential organs. Our heart contains 77% of water, bones contains 22% of water, liver contains 73% of water, brain contains 85% of water, skin contains 70% of water. So we have seen the prerequisites of drinking water.